Welcome to New York City, best places to visit in New York City. One of the greatest cities in the world, New York is always a whirlwind of activity, with famous sights at every turn and never enough time to see them all. Some people come here to enjoy the Broadway shows. Others come specifically to shop and dine, and many come simply to see the tourist attractions, the Statue of Liberty, the Empire State Building, Brooklyn Bridge, Central Park, historic neighborhoods, and numerous world-famous museums. Many of the best places to visit in New York are within walking distance of each other, or just a short ride away, making this city a delight for sightseeing. Any time of year and any time of day or night there are an endless array of things to see and do in New York. America's most iconic site. The Statue of Liberty is at the top of every first-time visitor's list of things to do in New York. A walk, pedal, or carriage ride through the crisscrossing pathways of Central Park is a must-do on anyone's New York City itinerary. In winter, you can even lace up your skates and glide across Wollman Rink. This huge park in the city center, a half-mile wide and 2.5 miles long, is one of the things that makes New York such a beautiful and livable city. It was France's gift to America. Built in 1886, it remains a world symbol of freedom and is one of the top attractions in America. Central Park. Central Park is a must-do on anyone's New York City itinerary. In winter, you can even lace up your skates and glide across Wollman Rink. This huge park in the city center, Central Park, is one of the things that makes New York such a beautiful and livable city. Empire State Building. The Empire State Building is one of New York's most famous landmark buildings and key tourist attractions. The 381-meter-tall, 102-story building was the tallest in the world until the One World Trade Center tower rose higher, 41 years later. Times Square. Lined with huge, brilliantly lit billboards and screens, Times Square is the place to go in New York in the evening, but still exciting at any time of day. This is the location of New York's New Year's Eve celebrations and the famous ball drop at midnight, when the square and surrounding streets are filled with people. Brooklyn Bridge. The Brooklyn Bridge, with its Gothic-shaped arches and suspension cables, is one of the city's most recognizable landmarks and has inspired generations of poets, songwriters, and painters. This historic bridge, spanning the East River from Manhattan to Brooklyn, was completed in 1883 and was the world's first steel suspension bridge. Fifth Avenue. One of the most famous shopping streets in America. Fifth Avenue is New York's premier shopping area, where many top designers have their flagship stores. Cartier, Tiffany, Bergdorf Goodman, the famous Apple Store Fifth Avenue, and of course Saks Fifth Avenue, as well as many others, line this posh avenue. Radio City Music Hall. Lying in the shadow of Rockefeller Center is Radio City Music Hall, a famous entertainment venue and a designated city landmark. This 1932 Art Deco theater offers musical extravaganzas and films and is the home of the dance company Bryant Park. On a summer's day, it's hard to beat the leisurely afternoon at Bryant Park. The grounds feature monuments and gardens, and the Carousel, a popular carousel, a games area, makes available chess boards,